Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. Let's continue the JavaScript and CSS tips and tricks tutorial series. Now in this video tutorial I will show you how to create a responsive full-fledged tabbed menu in using a JavaScript and CSS. So let's start the tutorial. Let's check again the final output. Tab 1 is by default it's active. Tab 3, tab 2 and tab 4, this is the tab 4. Notice the tab menu is always visible, sticky, header section. Tab 5 also we have the content. If I scroll the tab web page, even the tab menu is visible. For this video tutorial, I am using Visual Studio Code. First, let's open our folder, which is the JavaScript tutorials. And here it is, our folder is added to the VS Explorer. Let me expand this folder. Now, inside this folder, I will create one file name called full tabbed menu.htm. And here we got the newly created HTML file is open. Let me minimize this VS Explorer, as well as I am closing this welcome page which I don't require. Now let's write the coding part. First I am adding one doc type HTML, the basic HTML elements. I am adding header section. After the header section I am adding the body tag. Now inside this body I am adding the full tabbed designing part here. For that I require one div element. And div class, I am adding the class is the tabbed menu. Now here in this div, the tabbed are nothing but a button controls here I am adding. So I am adding one button control, the tab 1, which is my label name, tab 1. I am adding some class, tab button active. This active property I have added this to this class, which means when the page renders the first time I open this page, HTML page, I want to open the tab 1 as a default. And also we require one function here. So on click function, open tab. This is a function name which we will write very soon in the script. Tab 1. That's it. Now let's copy this one, paste here. Wherever the table 1 is there, tab 1 is there, I am changing to tab 2, which is a button label I have changed, and the tab 2, the event also have changed. Now here it's very important, I have removed the active from the class, only the button active for the tab 1 only, which is a default active tab. That's it, and the rest of the thing is same. Copy this one. Just for the demo purpose I am adding 5 tabs here, 5 tabs. This is the tab 3, this is tab 4, and this is tab 5. And this is tab 3, this is tab 4, and this is tab 5. That's it. We have done the button controls, which are the tabs. Now we require the div, which is the content of the tab. Div. In this div, ID is the tab 1. Whatever the event we have written, that one we have to write exactly the same. Class also we require tab content active. This one active means when tab 1 is active, button 1 is active, which is a tab, and the tab content must be open, which also active I have set. And let's add some data content h1. This is tab 1. This is tab 1, horizontal line. I'm adding some key elements here. This is the content of tab 1. Let's copy this one and paste here and paste here. Now let's copy this one. I will create the tab 2. The tab 2, just remove the active property from the class because we don't have any button controls active for the tab 2 to tab 5. So wherever we have tab 1, I'm replacing some content in the tab 2. Again, let's copy this one. We have 5 tabs, no? So we require 5 tab contents. This is the 5. This is also 5. And make sure the IDs have to set to tab 5. This is tab 4. This is tab 4. The content I am changing to tab 4. This is tab 3. This is tab 3. Tab 3. This is tab 2. We have not changed it before. That's it. We have done the content also. Now we require the JavaScript functionality. Up to now we have the designing part, which contains a tab, a div container, which is a tabbed, and the tabs are nothing but a button controls, which we have 5 buttons, which are the 5 tabs, and below we have 5 tab contents. Let's add some script here. Script function. The function we have already added here, open tab. The function name we require the function name, open tab, evt event, and tab name. We require the tab name. Variable tab content. First, I want to hide the tab contents which are not active. So document.getElements by class name. What are the class names? I want to hide tab contents. These are not the active. When page loads, these only the tab 1 is active. Tab content. For variable, length of the contents I am adding here. Variable I is equals to 0, I is less than tab content dot length I plus plus. Now tab content I dot style. This is not computed. This is style. I am adding display is equals to none. Display none. Now the tab buttons we have. The tab buttons, variable tab buttons are declared document dot get element by class name. What is the class name elements of the tab button? Which is the tab button. This we require here. Tab button. The class name of the tab button. For variable I is equals to 0, tab buttons dot length we require I plus plus. Tab buttons I'm counting dot class name is equals to tab buttons I dot class name dot class name dot I'm replacing active empty. So remove the active class of the tab button this code is. Now I want to show the current tab. So here is the document.getElement by ID, the current tab. The current tab here is the tab name. We need to add the tab name. We don't require the double quotes here. Tab name. Dynamically we are getting the tab names, from the click. When we click the button control, get the tab name. Style dot display is equals to block, and here it's very important step, event. This event current target dot class name plus is equals to, and the active is, here we have some space. Let's add some space here, space active. If you don't add the active, you don't get the, some styles does not work. Active. And the last one, the default tab ID, which is a tab on, must be open when page loads. Document.getElement by ID. Now I am adding the tab 1. The ID of this button control is tab 1 only. So tab 1 dot style dot display is equals to block. That's it. We have done that script functionality. Now we require some styles here. Style. The first style is a tabbed menu. Copy this one. I'm adding dot, which represents a class name. I'm adding class name. Width is 100%. The 100% is a full tab. Display flex. Justify content is space between. I'm adding space between. Background color is let's add some white color. Position sticky. I'm adding some randomly styles. If we don't like any styles, after we check the output, we'll change. Height around 35 pixels. The tab, this tabbed menu height is 35, and I want to add at the top with throws or top 0. Z index is 1. Now what we have, the buttons also, tabbed menu buttons, button element. So dot tabbed menu button is an element. Inside this tabbed menu we have the button element. So button, display, block, all the buttons I'm adding the styles. 10 pixels and 10 pixels. Background color, and the background color is I'm adding some corrugate blue. So let's put this color. Border is done. Outline also none. And the next thing is cursor pointer. We have a cursor pointer. Color is white. Let's add here we have the table color. Let's add the white only, and we change the background color, light color, and this is black. We'll change to black. Black font size is large. Large. Width is 100%. Border radius is 2 pixels. So button controls rounded 2 pixels only I am adding. transaction, which we don't require. That's it. I'm not adding much styles. Now all the button controls, I'm getting this background color, and color is text color is black. Now I'm changing the active button control. If a user clicks the tab 2, I want to show the different background color, and non-active button controls, I want to display this button control. So dot tab in menu, button dot active, background color. Let's add the multiple colors. Background, linear gradient to right, orange, gray, black, let's add the yellow, white, pink, violet. These are the colors for the active button control, active tab. Border bottom, let's add the border bottom. Groovy style, I want to show the groovy style around, let's add the 5 pixels. Groovy, transparent. Now the color I'm adding white. These one non-active button controls, tabs are black, text color, and active tab color, text is white. And next thing what we have, tab content is there, no? So dot tab content, display none, padding is 20 pixels. Tab content active also is there, no? Active tab style, display block. So I want to show the active tab, and tab content display none, which are the non-active tabs. Let's add the responsive style at media screen, at media screen, and maximum width is 600 pixels. Dot table menu, and table menu button also we require. In the table menu we have a buttons also, no? Flex wrap dot table menu, we have a button element, width 50%. That's it. We have done the complete coding part. Let's save this file. Save. We'll check the final output of our application. Open File Explorer. The folder I have created in the E drive, which is the JavaScript tutorials. In this folder, our file name is a full tabbed menu. Here we got the output of our application. Notice we have created 5 tabs. This is the active tab. By default, we have created the tab 1 is the active tab. We change the color of this active tab to black and the non-active tabs to white color. The text color will change, and now when I click on it, let's click tab 5. Oops, the tab buttons are not working. Let's fix that one. Switch over to our coding part. Come to the bottom here. The button controls, only tab button controls. So for loop I is less than tab buttons of length. And the text colors need to change from, this is a non-active button tab which I am changing to white text color, and this one I'm changing to black, and that's it. File, save this file again. Let's open our Explorer. I'm reloading the browser, and here we got the final output of our application to create the full tabbed menu control. When I click tab 3, notice we got the tab 3, tab 4, we got the tab 4, tab 2, tab 3. Now I have made this tab control is sticky, so what we'll do is we'll add some we'll add some data here. Copy this one. Let's save this file, and this one also I'm adding here. Copy here, tab 5. Save this file. We'll check the final output. Let's check again the final output. Tab 1 is by default it's active. Tab 3, tab 2 and tab 4, this is the tab 4. Notice the tab menu is always visible, sticky at the section. Tab 5 also we have the content. If I scroll the tab web page, even the tab menu is visible. That's it. In this video tutorial I have explained how to create a full-fledged tabbed menu, responsive tabbed menu in JavaScript using JavaScript and CSS tags. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. Please subscribe, share and leave your valuable comment. We'll catch you in my next video tutorial.